Good morning, Fieldstone. In the spirit of sharing, Bryson asked me to share with you a letter that I had written a while back to the congregation. And as you can see, I can't be there this Sunday. I'm camping, and so I'm going to read it on film, and hopefully it'll come across. I love my church. I clearly remember the day we decided to check it out. We had lived in Blacksburg for about 3 years at this point. During that time, we'd visited a handful of churches. Some were traditional, some not. Some felt contemporary. All were different from the next. None were right. Until one significant day, our oldest daughter acted in a play that was performed at Fieldstone. I don't recall what I was expecting when I walked into that old furniture store, but what I saw was unanticipated. The vast space was somehow comfortable, well decorated, and warm. I immediately liked it. Sunday service only exemplified this warmth. Some of the churches we'd visited seemed to sense us coming and going, but nobody really noticed. We aspired to attend a church that we knew needed us as much as we needed it. On our first Sunday morning at Fieldstone, we were greeted with that same warmth that seemed to permeate the whole building. Smiles welcomed us. We felt wanted. The service was wonderful, the message poignant, the music moving, and the children embraced. As luck would have it, we came on a potluck Sunday. Goodness knows Fieldstone is gifted when it comes to sharing the table. Afterward, with spirits and bellies filled, no one in my family said a single word until we reached the car. It was then that I asked the routine question that followed a first church visit. So, what did you think? After getting used to hearing lackluster responses, this time I was met with a very different answer. A resounding, "I love it," thundered from the back seat. It was unanimous. We found our church. And that, as they say, is history. This is not where the story ends, however. Having been a member of Fieldstone for several years now, we are very much at home here. My children are completely comfortable and think of Fieldstone as theirs. And I have to confess, I feel the same way. Deuteronomy 10:17 through 18 says, "For the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, the great God, mighty and awesome, who shows no partiality and accepts no bribes. He defends the cause of the fatherless and the widow, and loves the alien, giving him food and clothing. Here are my hands. How can I help?" These words will forever be ingrained on our hearts. No matter where life takes us, this piece of Fieldstone will always be a part of us. The love that flows in and out of these doors is immeasurable. The acceptance of all God's children, with no regard to race, wealth, politics, philosophy, or past regrets, is evidence of Jesus' generous love on this earth. Fieldstone is an oasis, a safe haven for the imperfect. Can't relate to that. Even an oasis can run dry. Fieldstone is in a very tough spot right now. Nobody likes to talk about money, which is probably why I was very surprised to discover that money is currently a big problem. If you're like me, you've been coming to church, loving the things that are being done, allowing the Spirit to touch you, and gathering some of that up to share with humankind. We are doing world-changing things here. But mission costs money, and we are running out. What happens if something happens to Fieldstone, or it changes drastically? What if, because of money, we lose some of our autonomy or focus? I can't imagine. All the mission we do, like the food pantry and SPY and the homeless ministry, can we allow those to vanish in vain? Like I said, nobody likes to talk about money. Nobody asked me to either, but I can't just sit by and watch all the good that is being done evaporate for no reason except the inane fact that funds weren't there. Or maybe they are there. I once heard a story of a minister telling the congregation that they had all the money needed to do everything they felt called to do. The only problem is that money is still in your pockets. Ouch! Fieldstone, is this us? Here are our hands, and we can help. I know Fieldstone can step up. This has been proven with the awesome Community Called campaign. I have faith that the situation is no different. In fact, I am speculating that you are getting this information and feeling just as startled as I was. So, here's the bottom line. On a slow day, our congregation consists of about 150 servants. To meet our weekly budget, each person, on average, should give approximately $30 a week. For a family of 4, that would be $120 a week. Of course, not everyone is able to do that amount. Some may not be able to give monetarily at all, and that is fine. Fieldstone is not only an oasis for those who are in a position to give money. However, those who do have the means maintain the opportunity to give a portion of their blessings back and may even be able to give further. The idea is, with this magic number in our heads, I think we can prayerfully get to a place of contented giving. Notice I did not say comfortable. Those who need the food pantry aren't comfortable. Can't we give a little more so we can provide a little more? Proverbs 22:9 says, "A generous man will himself be blessed, for he shares his food with the poor." I'm asking you to stretch, to pray, to consider your blessings, and listen for the response. Each one of us has the chance to strengthen a place that loves God, loves people, and continues to make a tangible difference. Thank you, Fieldstone, for taking a few moments to listen to my letter. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and I can't wait to see you all next week. Bye!